And welcome everyone to the NBA on ESPN in the corner of 7th Street and David J. Stern Walk here in Sacramento, the brand new $550 million Golden One Center. As the fans enter the arena, there is a sense of renewal and hope here in 2016 for this year's edition of the Sacramento Kings, thinking about Bibby, Christie, Stojakovic. Darren Collison expected to play tonight. He's their usual starting point guard. Here's Rudy Gay off the down screen, out to Cousins on the pick and pop.
Well, DeMarcus Cousins season just wants him to keep building on that.
Cousins mentioned averaged 27 a game, and J.J. Redick knocks down that shot. Doug, he's been
24, but he averaged about half of them, so they're trying to get a lot more movement with their team this year.
Jordan on a nice roll to the bucket. He gets the slam. Jordan
on that mark. Once he catches that ball, it's too late.
Griffin with the mid-range knocks it down. That's a shot that he's worked on.
Playmakers. The more playmakers you have on the floor, the easier the game is.
The average 4.9 assists. Kufis underneath with a nice left-handed layup.
I like Garrett Temple. So they're going to count on Ty Lawson and Garrett Temple to get them through those first 8 games.
Yeah, Ty Lawson actually available to play tonight after missing the team's flight to Kentucky to play in a preseason game.
Love the Kings.
And we need some cowbells in here again, right?
Yes, exactly.
Chris Paul with the 3. But Vlade Divac, the GM, Peja Stojakovic, another former player, part of the management team. Kufis slams it home over Griffin.
Nice play by Macklem.
To Chris Paul. Good passing by the Clippers, and Paul can't cash, but they get another possession. Redick, why not? JJ's in the building tonight.
And then the United States just handily beat everybody.
Yeah, ended up beating Serbia in the final by 30 points as Griffin. Here's Cousins working against Jordan.
And Rudy thanks it home. Rudy's first bench three-pointer rebounded by Rudy. Nice pass to Cousins. He's fouled. And when we come back, he'll be at the line. Nice pass to Luke Bamute. Cousins took it away.
Great hands by Cousins.
Leaking out. Collison and DeMarcus with a beautiful pass.
Well, leg speed counts.
There's Blake with the half hook. Popped out. There's Spates. And the Clippers, the window. Here comes Bamute. Luke Bamute. Blocked from behind. Beautiful defense.
Kings playing now with 2 small guards.
Oh! Cousins put it in the book and send it to the line. What a setup by Collison.
Again, really orchestrated because
9 points a game last year. And for his dad, off the screen. Nice speed to Spates for the slam.
I thought Austin
moving forward.
Well, I think he's going to wear a lot of different hats. You see him playing as
Austin Rivers. Sorry, Doug.
No, playing the entire game. Oh, great pass by Mo Spates.
Tremendous ball movement by the Clippers. Johnson knocks down the 3.
Those Clippers were 5th in the NBA. It's just, as I said it in our openers, Willie Cauley-Stein uses that backboard to knock in the jump shot. But the report card for the Clippers, they finally get out of the second round.
Doc feels like there isn't much of a gap, if at all, with them and the Golden State Warriors. Saw Kobe there watching courtside. Rivers from deep.
Now, if he can make that shot, he's awfully tough to guard because
Porter. Off the turnover, Chris Paul. Up high, and Blake finishes it. Great hustle on defense by DeAndre Jordan.
Yes, it was.
And great finish at the other end, Doug.
Isn't it amazing when you hustle back in to give them insurance? And he had a little situation where missing a flight and missing practice. We see Blake Griffin right down the lane. Once again, the point guard play. We'll see how that works out for them this year.
He'll be a little bit disjointed with Collison missing those first 8 games. Redick with a nice floater that falls about him, and he wants to change all of that with his play on the floor.
Well, he has to understand as DeMarcus Cousins here hits a shot as the
Paul in transition. 3-on-2 for the Clippers. Griffin fouled and 1. Oh, Griffin just running the floor and filling his hat here tonight, Doug.
Well, the Clippers are just imposing their will in this quarter. You see the quarterback
Here's Rudy Gay behind the Cooper screen, rising up and knocks down the jumper.
But at the end.
In the right hands now with Chris Paul snaking off that screen, and that's how it ends most of the time.
Clippers will run out and stretch this lead to 15.
Lawson on the baseline, cut off nicely, but Koufos finishes over DeAndre Jordan.
Hutter, he's a good defender, but of all the guys out there, you want him taking that shot. Here's Rudy Gay now with a little mid-range shot, so Gay is just going to be in constant motion.
Rudy Gay, nice feed inside to Koufos for the slam. Quickly up court to Blake Griffin, lethal on the break. Nice kick out to a wide open Redick for three.
Playmaking, power forward, hitter himself and stay in the game for his teammates.
Pops out for the jumper and hits nothing but net.
Nothing like it.
Boogie Cousins.
Look at JJ's movement though. You see what he did on that play? Just back and forth.
Depends how big a challenge is it.
Well, it's huge, and especially when last year identity was just running up and down the floor and scoring. But to give you a stat from last year, guard against those turnovers. So what goes hand in hand is valuing the ball, transition defense, getting yourself back.
14-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers. This is the final preseason game for the Clippers and the Kings as Cousins.
They don't.
By Lawson on the kick out to Cousins. Little show and go move by Boogie.
I mean, he hits two jump shots. I like him as a pickup. He's a stretch four. He's a real pro.
A 31-year-old, undrafted in 2007 out of Creighton, as jogging teammates in Rio this summer.
I'll tell you what gets lost to me with Kevin Durant is how good he is defensively.
Lawson goes to work on Johnson. Nice dime inside to Cauley-Stein. Play better defense, right?
No doubt, no doubt. The guy who's going to have to take the big jump to me this year is Andrew Wiggins, because he's got so much ability, and Austin Rivers stepping back and knocking down the shot there to end the third quarter. But
all here with Rivers, Spates, Johnson. Spates knocks down the three. Ball looking inside to Spates. Johnson, a straightaway three ball, knocks it down. It's a tough one.
You better hit the ground running or you could dig yourself a hole quickly.
Oh, Spates, straightaway three. Boy. McLemore up court. Whistle and one. And that's the type of productivity Yeager wants to see. McLemore.
There you go.
Nice move for the layup.
Get overplayed on the wing, hit the elbow. Yeah, I would think a couple of those guys might even end up playing in the D-League.
Scout Labissiere, too.
Yes, and the big Greek. And I think you're going to see a lot of that from them this year.
Felton with the stare down jumper. 100 games for you on ESPN. An intriguing season of... We had a chance to look at Jamal Crawford there, helping to almost break up that play as Temple got the layup. Little 2-for-1 scenario here, and Caspi knocks down the three.
90 points tonight. So their defense has been good in stretches. That three-point line and turnovers really is what hurt them.
Garrett Temple with a long one, and hey, it's down to a three-point game, a 20-2 run.
Bulls, how they've changed their team. Their games missed due to injury, and usually that'll tell a story.
Yeah, he had a good point during the third quarter interview saying, who are we going to be for the upcoming season and the upcoming years?
We see what happened there. The Clippers just defended the three-point line and let them score it too.
That's a wrap. Chris Paul and the Clippers in the preseason on a positive note.